This is Barnstable Today for Tuesday, March 24th. Welcome aboard. I'm Mark Mumford. And please keep in mind that the meetings we feature are available on demand at the town's website, town.barnstable.ma.us.
Another hurdle is cleared for the proposed hostel at the Ruth Rusher property in Hyannis. That's our lead story. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Friel.
The process made its way to the Hyannis Main Street Historical District Committee.
Item on the agenda, certificate for demolition.
Thank you.
Trustees of Ruth Rusher's estate. And 111 Ocean Street. Map 326, parcel 45, represented by Allison Alessi.
Me.
Hello.
Hello.
And you are representing who?
I'm the architect. I'm with A&E Architects. I'm representing the trustees of Ruth Rusher's estate. We're developing her property at 111 Ocean Street into a hostel. And we've been before the planning board and the town council for the past 2 years or so, getting a regulatory agreement in place, and it's been approved. And we just applied for our building permit, and just so you know, we got 4 building permits. There's 4 buildings on the site that we're renovating. The first is her main house, which if you have photos, or if you've been by there, it's this house. It's from 1910. It's a Sears and Roebuck kit house. The next building is a smaller cottage, also fronting on Ocean Street, which is a smaller... Sorry, let me know if I'm going too fast or you're disoriented.
No.
Okay. And then there's 2 smaller structures towards the back of the property that also can be seen from Main Street. Flipping through. This picture just kind of shows the view, from Ocean Street, that you can see this garage, which is Building D, and the small cottage, which is Building C. And what we've submitted to you today for is to demolish Building D and rebuild it on the site, and this would be staff housing, so it'd be 2 bedrooms and a bathroom there. And we also submitted an application to demolish Building C, which is an existing cottage, but we'd like to withdraw that without prejudice if possible. We no longer want to touch that building. So
Building B?
Building C.
Was that the one that was going to be temporary housing until you've rehabbed the main building?
We've been round and round on what's going to be
have?
what. And
Okay.
this economy is really making it interesting, too. The plan originally for Building C, it's a seasonal cottage. It's unheated, and it's in rough shape. It needs a lot of rehab. The plan was for it to be more of like a family-style unit, so it would have 4 to 6 beds in it. If you came as a family, you could stay there. It has its own bathroom, and it has a small kitchen, and we wanted to kind of keep that. And then as we started pricing the project, we had some questions about doing anything at all to the building, but now we're going to try to do something, so I'd like to withdraw the application to demolish Building C, and I'm sorry for the confusion.
The Hyannis Main Street Historical District Committee gave its approval.
Meanwhile, the Conservation Commission fields a request from the town's Growth Management Department for permission to make some changes behind the senior center.
Town of Barnstable Growth Management Division, improve, expand, and maintain existing path behind Barnstable Senior Center to include light trail clearing and trimming to widen path to approximately 4 feet, trimming to define path to Dunn's Pond, remove dead trees, create sitting area with bench near pond, maintain trail from high school to pond. Work to be done at 825 Falmouth Road, Route 28, Hyannis, as shown on Assessors Map 271, Parcel 097, and pending consent at 744 West Main Street, Hyannis, as shown on Assessors Map 249, Parcel 094. Good evening and welcome.
Hi, I'm Nicole Frame, and I'm here on behalf of Alicia Parker, who is not here right now. And our plan is that there is an existing path behind, there's 2 existing paths actually, behind the senior center that runs from the senior center to Dunn's Pond, and then there's another one that runs from a building that's owned by the Barnstable High School, and that runs to Dunn's Pond also. And currently we actually do not have consent from the high school to use that. They've had some concern about kids going down and using that path. So we're withdrawing the one path And we're going to do further discussions with the high school to see if we can obtain position. But the other path on the east side, which is a smaller path that just runs from the senior center to the Dunn's Pond, we'd like to continue to work on. And there is several downed trees that need to be removed. And the path currently is only about 2 feet wide, so we'd like to widen it a little bit and define the path. I went out there with Darcy, and we've marked some trees that she believes that we can take down. And she's seen the path and kind of what we want to do, and that she's suggested one of the better areas to put the bench if we put a sitting area down there.
Growth Management did get a thumbs up from Conservation.
Meanwhile, budget season does not lend itself to a lot of levity at school committee meetings. However, that scenario can change quickly when Barnstable High School drama guru John Sullivan makes an appearance.
Sullivan was asking permission to take drama club members on a New York City field trip, and he brought members of the cast of The Hobbit with him.
The Hobbit opened this past weekend at the high school and will continue with performances this coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Here for a field trip thing. I'm going to ask if we can take an item out of order, because I'm sure wearing that false beard gets itchy after a time. And I'm not talking to Mr. Sullivan. So in the interest of facial hygiene, well, if the committee doesn't mind, I'd like to take that out of order and invite the drama club up. I know Mr. Sullivan had a little promo he wanted to do in conjunction with his field trip request.
How are you this evening? And this is the president of the drama club and actually co-director of the musical The Hobbit, Jason Pacella. And this is
I am Thorin, son of Thrain, son of Thrall, king under the lonely mountain.
He's from Katuitt.
Yeah. We closed that.
Yeah. He's living under it. Thorin is one of the main characters in the Hobbit, so which opens this Friday. And so they're all running the rehearsal without us right now, but which is good because he doesn't get killed. He gets killed the next to last scene, so he doesn't have to fall down on the ground and writhe with us, so he's doing okay. This trip to New York that we'd like to actually have this as part of what the drama club does. From now on, the ski trip was always fun, but I think the kids want to do something more along the lines of theater, and so we went through 5 or 6 different companies, and we tried to find which the best suited our needs, and this one seemed to work very well for us. I don't believe you have the list of the shows that we're going to see. We're going to see.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. The kids are all crazy over it. And since we're doing Romeo and Juliet, another plug, in May, we're going to see West Side Story as one of the shows.
Superintendent says she wants to chaperone if you have another space.
Well, we don't know yet, just yet. If somebody drops out, you'll be the first to know.
Maybe those budget cuts, you know.
The New York City field trip was approved by the school committee.
By the way, the school committee meetings are available on demand at the town's website, town.barnstable.ma.us.
On the town's calendar this evening, the school committee meeting is canceled, and the Waterways Committee will be meeting in the MEA conference room on Finney's Lane starting at 7 o'clock. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Kevin Friel.
We'll meet you right back here tomorrow. I'm Mark Mumford.